and welcome to Jesus Christ Prison Ministry and another video Bible study. Our topic, Deuteronomy chapter 34. Then Moses climbed Mount Nebo from the plains of Moab to the top of Pisgah, across from Jericho. There the Lord showed him the whole land, from Gilead to Dan, all of Naphtali, the territory of Ephraim and Manasseh, all the land of Judah as far as the western sea, the Negev, and the whole region from the valley of Jericho, the city of palms, as far as Zoar. Then the Lord said to him, "This is the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When I said, I will give it to your descendants, I have let you see it with your eyes, but you will not cross over into it." And Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in Moab, as the Lord had said. He buried him in Moab, in the valley opposite Beth Peor, but to this day no one knows where his grave is. Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not weak, nor his strength gone. The Israelites grieved for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days, until the time of weeping and mourning was over. Now Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with the spirit of wisdom, because Moses had laid his hands on him. So the Israelites listened to him and did what the Lord had commanded Moses. Since then, no prophet has risen in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face, who did all those miraculous signs and wonders the Lord sent him to do in Egypt, to Pharaoh and to all his officials and to his whole land. For no one has ever shown the mighty power or performed the awesome deeds that Moses did in the sight of all Israel. The first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, lay down the law, the character, the purpose of God for this world and for your life. All the other books of the Bible simply refer back to the first 5 books. They don't do away with them. Jesus came and said, "I came not to abolish the law or the prophets." He did not come to abolish them. He fulfilled them in his life, and he requires us to go back to the law and the prophets and fulfill in our lives the law and the words that God spoke through the prophets. God does not change. We are to follow the example of Jesus, who did not come to do away with them, came not to abolish them, so we are not to abolish them in our lives, in our churches, in our denominations. If your church or denomination or pastor is abolishing the law, he is not of God. God does not change. The law is the character of Christ that will never change. We are to develop that character. And so I ask you today, spend lots of time reading the first 5 books of the Bible. Listen carefully and learn what God wants for you in your life. And if you are obedient, you will cross over into the promised land. God bless you today as you live in obedience to the 10 Commandments. Thank you for being with me and Jesus Christ for another video Bible study.